Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. I'm a life coach and I help people align with their highest reality possible. And today we are going to be talking about our reality. And I want to touch on how this reality shift is still going on in people's lives. So a few weeks ago, you may have started to experience a shift in your reality where things were changing. Maybe you were forced to stay home, not go to work. Maybe you had to work a little different. Anything like that. But you noticed that there was a little bit of a shift and you had to kind of compensate for it. And then maybe now you've noticed that there are some things that have actually, some walls or some things in your life that have crumbled down, or some things that have fallen away. I know in my life I've had some things crumble to the ground and fall away. And while some people may look at these things as negative, I feel that they are positive because when things in your reality crumble down and when walls in your reality fall away, when people fall away, when relationships fall away, when marriages don't work out, when a job is lost, these are positive things. These are not things that are happening to you. These are things that are happening for you. And so when these things fall away, the reason why they fall away and the reason why things in your reality crumble is because they weren't built on a solid foundation. And what I mean by that is maybe there were some cracks in your foundation of what you built in your career or in your family or in your marriage or in your relationships or anything like that, your fitness, whatever. You can apply this to everything. This is going to be a general video. So take what I'm saying and try to apply it to some aspect in your life where things have crumbled down and walls have just kind of, fallen down to pieces. Okay, that's what we're going to say. So anytime that you don't have anything built on a strong foundation, it's going to fall and it's going to crumble. But that's a good thing because things that aren't built on a strong foundation don't stand the test of time. Okay. And so while there may have been some cracks in your foundation, maybe some things that you built were built on lies, and you being fake, or maybe some things in your reality. Maybe there were some people in your reality that built foundations in the relationship based on lies or inauthentic ways of being. And maybe they weren't genuine, and that's why some of your relationships will fall away, or that's why a marriage may crumble, or that's why a job may be lost because it wasn't a match in the beginning, and it wasn't built on your values, your core values of what you think match you as a person as far as your work goes, anything like that. So when things aren't built on a solid foundation, they will crumble. And so I want to talk about what to do once they do crumble. And what do you do now that there's wreckage everywhere and there's no opportunity yet? So I want to talk a little bit about building a solid foundation. Now is the time, if you've had that happen to you, to start building your foundation on truth. Okay? Start building your foundation on things that are authentic to you. Whether it's a relationship, a job, a career, a project, a creative endeavor, your fitness, whatever it is, your mental well-being. Try building a solid foundation on things that feel true, on things that feel honest, on things that feel authentic and like they're a match within you. Anything that's not a match and doesn't resonate within you, don't build a foundation on it. If there's any inkling of a red flag or a mismatch at all, I'm not saying things have to be 100% perfect, but if you know in your heart that this isn't a match, let that go. That's not something that you need to build a foundation on. So anytime you go to start anything after a crumbling, you want to make sure that you're building it on a strong foundation. And the way you do that is you make a firm decision on what you want in life. You make a firm decision on, maybe if it's a relationship, you make a firm decision on what your values are and how you want to be treated. This goes for maybe any kind of relationship, friendship, family, spouse, anything like that. So you want to build anything that you start from the foundation up on genuine acts, genuine ideas, genuine ways of being, authenticity. You don't want to build anything based off lies. You don't want to hide things about yourself. You want to be fully open so that you know you're giving exactly who you are as a person, or what you want to create in this project, or what you really want out of your career and out of your fitness, or out of your mental well-being. You want to build these things based on truth, basically. And now's the time to start doing that. Now's the time to stop hiding parts of you and just start revealing who you are as a person. Start revealing what you really want in life. Tell people what you want. And when you go to build a foundation, you don't want to make a foundation a temporary structure. So you don't want to build on things that are going to be temporary. So don't have something come into your reality and you say, oh, I'm just going to take it this, or I'm going to grasp at this for now just as a quick fix, and we'll deal with, a bigger plan later. No, you don't want to think in short term. You don't want to think in terms of temporary. You want to think in long term. What do I want long term? What kind of quality do I need to get in order to produce a long term result in this foundation? We have been recently renovating a house, and in this house, part of the floor had fallen through. And so we could have easily just, repair just that one part, the weak spot, right? So you want to look at where your weak spots are, maybe in yourself or in whatever it is you're trying to create. You want to pay attention to the weak spots and you want to try to repair those, right? But sometimes, like in this floor, you have to take out the entire floor and rebuild it with brand new high quality material, because the higher the quality, the longer it's going to last, the stronger it's going to be, right? And so that's what we did. We tore out the entire floor and we put whole new joists and all that jazz down. I don't know a lot about it, but that's what we did. And now it looks fantastic. It's strong. It's going to last for years and years after this. And that's what you want. You want to build, with higher quality thoughts. You want to build with higher quality values. You want to build with higher quality actions than what you normally would build. Because if you start building these foundations with the qualities that you had before that made it able for everything to crumble down and the walls to fall down, then you're just going to get the same thing. And you're just going to keep reliving the same reality. And you're just going to have to keep learning the same lesson over and over again. So make sure that you're building strong foundations using the high quality values, high quality core beliefs, high quality materials, whatever you're working on. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm keeping this general. So like I said, in order to lay a foundation in anything, in any area of your life, you're going to have to take a firm stance on what you really want, and you do not accept anything less, and you do not waver. You stand like a tall rock and you don't move. That's how you start laying your foundations, okay? All right, so let's move on to planting seeds. I feel like when your reality crumbles down, and let's step outside of the house and out of that metaphor, and let's go outside to nature, okay? So let's envision a garden, okay? And when you have a garden, you got to plant seeds, right? If you want anything to come up in your reality. Any tomatoes, any cucumbers, any carrots, any potatoes, whatever, okay? So I want you to think of your reality now that everything's crumbled down and you kind of have a fresh slate, like a fresh garden, okay? And I want you to realize that now is a time of seeding. Now is a time that you put out these little seeds into the universe and you see what starts popping up. So seeds could be, you can be planting seeds of thoughts in people, like maybe you're networking or whatever, and you can, plant a little seed in somebody's ear. You say what you're working on, or what this new idea is, or you can, just plant little seeds with people and just see what starts popping up in your reality. And in order to do that, you're going to have to be open as a person. Okay, you can't be narrow minded and closed minded when it comes to the seeding process. And because you have to, because when you plant seeds, it's hard because you can't see the result come up immediately. Okay, so you have to kind of be open and watch and wait and be patient to see what pops up. Okay, so anytime that you're planting seeds, maybe for a possible relationship, a possible cooperation with somebody in a project, anything like that, anytime that you're starting a new workout program, you're planting seeds, it's going to take a while for you to start seeing results, okay? And sometimes maybe you're looking for a new job. You can put out into the universe and put in people's ears, hey, I'm looking for a job. This is what I'm looking for. I want this type of work environment, whatever. And then you just sit back and you have to wait and you have to be open. And of course, you have to water your garden a little bit. You might have to remind some people and put a little things in their ears, But you have to be patient, because even though it looks like there's nothing going on the surface with people, and even though it looks like there's nothing on the surface going on in your reality, underneath that surface, there is a seed that is germinating, and it is breaking open, and it is growing beneath the surface, and its roots are spreading out, and eventually it's going to pop up in your reality, and you'll be able to see it, and it'll be able to bloom and open up. And when you see these things pop up into your reality, that is your opportunity. That's your synchronicity of the universe saying, here, this is what I have for you, take it. And so that's why you want to be seeding everything that you can seed, whatever it is that you're trying to start, whatever it is you're trying to align with or create in this reality. Start putting out little seeds in people's ears on social media, anything like that, on the internet. And just be patient, because even though you don't see anything happening, maybe in a few weeks a job opportunity will pop up, a new relationship will pop up, maybe a collaboration of somebody who actually wants to create with you will pop up, anything like that. And so you want to be open to those possibilities, and you can't be open if you have an unbelief that underneath that, those seeds that you put out, that seed's not germinating, and that seed's not going to pop through. You have to believe that the seed is germinating and it will pop through, because if you don't, it will not show up in your reality. Whatever you believe about your reality, if you believe that these seeds aren't going to work and there's not going to be any opportunities pop up to you, then that's exactly what your reality is going to give you. So make sure that you do have a belief that if I put this out into the universe, if I put these little seeds in these people's ears, that there's going to be fruitation from that. There's going to be growth from that. Things are going to sprout up. And the same thing about building the foundation. I'm going to say the same thing about cultivating your garden, okay? Don't try to only seed things that you see value in, or relationships that you see growth in. Don't try to seed anything that doesn't seem like it's going to grow. If you see that something's not going to grow, don't even plant a seed. Just let that go. And be careful whatever opportunities do pop up. Sometimes some weeds will pop up, like a test to see if you're going to take them. Don't make the same mistake and take the weed. Wait for the beautiful flower. Wait for the beautiful fruit to come up, and be careful with that. A lot of times we like to repeat our mistakes over and over again. So let's try to pay attention to what we are reaching out for, what opportunities we are grabbing when they do pop up. Make sure you're not grabbing the weeds, because you're not going to get anything out of that. Make sure you're grabbing the good fruit, the vegetables, things that are going to nourish your body, nourish your reality, and not be of no substance. And then get a plan. A lot of times I'll say get a plan first and then start doing these things, but in this particular situation, the way reality is, with all of the shifts that are going on and with all of the things crumbling down, I feel like you need to seed first and lay foundations first, and then once you start seeing things popping up, you can get a little clarity about what direction you need to go, and then you need to get a plan. Okay, and you can get a plan by signing up for my online coaching course that's coming up soon, and you can find all the details to that on the website at michellemurraycreative.com, or I will attach it in the link below. I also do private coaching if you're interested in that. You can go ahead and reach out to me about that. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys the next time I make a video. Bye bye.